A pre-Thanksgiving tradition in Western Mass reached record-breaking heights today. Many walkers completed an estimated 43-mile journey from Springfield all the way to Franklin County for the 16th annual March for the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts. The journey is all for one common goal: to make sure some folks in our area don't go hungry. Western Mass News reporter Matt Price has the story.
From Springfield to Greenfield, the objective was simple: collect monetary donations to get food in the hands of those dealing with food insecurity.
Access to food, we believe, is a right, and unfortunately right now, not everyone has access to food, and we want to make that a reality.
What's now known as the March for the Food Bank of Western Massachusetts began as Monty's March 16 years ago. Local radio host Monty Belmonte pushed an empty shopping cart from Northampton to Greenfield with the goal of raising a few $1,000s. This year, he dressed as Mr. Rogers and tells us Tuesday's march was the biggest on record.
PBS lost all of its federal funding this year as well, but showing this level of support with all these people coming out shows that people want to continue to be good neighbors and get involved in their neighborhoods. So I think that gives me hope too.
This year's march began on Monday, and as participants made it to Sunderland Tuesday, they were joined by Governor Maura Healey.
These are our neighbors, our coworkers, our friends, our family members, and you know, people for one reason or another, they fall on hard times.
Congressman Jim McGovern also marched and agrees.
Hunger is a political condition. We have the money, we have the infrastructure, we have everything to end it. What we lack is the political will. And this crowd here today is demonstrating what political will looks like.
This year's goal for the food bank is $650,000, which is the equivalent of 1.3 million meals distributed. Right now, Executive Director Andrew Morehouse says things are looking promising.
It seems to get bigger and better every year. From the likes of this, it's just a tremendous outpouring of support and interest and commitment to the issue of food security.
Matt Price, Western Mass News.
The food bank surpassed their goal and raised more than $770,000. Now, if you would still like to participate and not get involved in the march, it is not too late. You can still donate. Just visit our website, westernmassnews.com, or our app and click on the blue As Seen on TV button.